face in your face.
What is going on YouTube? My name is Abdiel, man. In this video, we're going to talk about, I'm going to do a 3-week review with Schneider. Uh, I'm also going to talk about the school process and all that good stuff so that you guys are aware 100% how it all kind of played out. I want to be very, very transparent with you guys. I want you guys to see what I had to go through, and if you're considering Schneider as a company, you know the goods and bads from school to the 3 weeks that I was out there working for them. So if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, man. I give you a lot of good information. I'm currently no longer with Schneider, but if you have any questions, I can definitely answer them for you. So consider subscribing, man, and hit that notification icon because I'm giving you guys very good information. I started off in the apprenticeship program with Schneider, completed the entire program. It actually took me 6 weeks, not 5, it was 6, because we got delayed 1 week because we didn't have enough training engineers that can go out with the students and driving on the road and all that stuff. But the very first thing I'm going to talk about is my class date was supposed to be from November 1st to December 3rd, I think it was, and that would have completed a total of 5 weeks. But again, because we got delayed 1 full week, it ended up I ended up staying till the 7th of December, and so it kind of sucked. But overall, man, the whole entire experience that I had with Schneider at school, it was actually pretty good, man. I didn't. There was nothing really about it that pissed me off. I can say that there's things that they can get better at, like taking advantage of the time that the students are there, allow more trainers to be on site to divide the class into smaller portions, and therefore every student can back up more than just once per day. That was my main first week. It got a little bit better on the third week, but again, that's something that I can say that Schneider definitely needs a little bit of work on, is maybe having more instructors out on the campus, or maybe not getting too many students in at once, because then they kind of kills it for everybody else, and you got too many students. So at the end of the day, you have to split the amount of time in one day and the amount of trucks you have to back up or whatever and do practice your backings and all that good stuff. But it is what it is, man. So I'm not going to go into 100% detail what I did every single day. But again, that's one thing that I can say about Schneider, is that they can make that a little bit better. Um, so overall, though, man, the whole Schneider experience for me was good because, again, I didn't have to spend one single dollar out of pocket for transportation to get to the site, to an Uber, Lyft, right? To get to the hotel. You didn't pay for hotel fees, nothing, man. Um, And then when it comes to food, they actually provide 2 meals per day every single day that you're working there, except for Sundays. So even Saturdays, man, you have food, but Sundays you do have to pay out of pocket because there's no schools on Sundays. Um, so that's for me, that's a big, big plus because many companies out there they don't do that, man. CFI, they don't pay you. But that's another thing, they pay you to go to school. So on top of the meals, on top of everything else that Schneider is providing for you, they pay you $80 per day to go to school. And so I'm going to show you guys the pay stubs, so you guys can see that I'm not playing around or whatever. So you guys can see the real deal. And you guys can see that, I was actually getting paid while I was there in school. It's not a lot of money, but at the end of the day, it kind of alleviates your situation if you have bills to pay and all that good stuff. So yeah, let's get back to it. CFI and many companies out there, they don't pay you to go to school. They might provide meals, maybe. CFI, they only gave my friend a couple of dollars per day, and it wasn't enough because nowadays, a meal is, easily anywhere from $10 or more. But so CFI provided meal, but no pay, so that kind of sucked. Um, and so other companies like Sierra England, I think they do provide meals, but overall, man, my experience at Schneider was very good, man. Like I said, my biggest concern when I decided to go to trucking school was how am I going to pay for my bills? Because most companies, they expect you to be there every single day as a full-time student. So I had the option to pay out of pocket to go to a local school, and even that, most local companies still require you to go full time to school. So you would have to stop work, and again, that's one of the things and one of the factors that stop people from going to school because they can't afford to not pay their bills because they need an income. So I'm very thankful for that. Schneider actually provided $80 every single day that I was there, except for the first week. Now that I remember, the very first week, it's only 6 days out of the week, not seven. But the following weeks after that, it's seven, with the exception of my last week, because I was only there for, what, 2 days. And so I only got paid for those 2 days. But again, my overall experience was very, very good. I have no complaints. It took 6 weeks for me to complete. So it was 2 weeks in class, backing all the good stuff, all the paperwork, tablet work, 2 weeks over the road. Um, so that for me, that's more than enough time, man, to kind of get you going. And then at the end of the whole course, when you graduate, I mean, they put you in a truck right away, depending on your situation, if you got your whole license thing in line and all that good stuff. But I started working right after the very, very next week. So for me, I had no problems, man. But anyway, so I have no complaints when it comes to the whole school. So let me get into the actual pay stubs. So I'm already logged into my Wells Fargo account, and as you can see at the very bottom, that was my very very first week. It says 11/12 at the very bottom. But that's because what you make in one week, they don't pay you to the very next week after. So with that being said, that was my smaller check. It was $364 after taxes. They take taxes out and all that stuff. Um, but it was, if you do the math, it was 6 days, $80 per day times six, $408 minus what they take away from you in taxes. So, that's why it was $360, 364.98 at the end of the actual, you know, minus taxes and all that good stuff. But every week after that, it's 8 days. I mean 7 days, so it's 560 minus taxes. It's a 476 for me. I didn't put any dependents. I could have, but I didn't want to. Just wanted them to take out as much as they can from me during tax season, so I don't have to worry about anything later on when I do my taxes. And then so 12/17 was my last pay period. Again, it was only 2 days. It was one full day of practicing. That's when I failed my pre-trip, my practice pre-trip inspection. I got better at it, and then that same day I was able to proceed and pass, and onto my parallel and my offset backing. Um, yeah, so again, man, like it's all, I'm trying to be as transparent as I can with you guys. And then the last three pay periods, which is after on December 12th, 24, that was a week after I started to work for them. So I'm just gonna go over the pay stubs real quick, and then I'll get into details as far as how it went, and then my overall feel and experience with Schneider during work weeks. Those 3 weeks that I worked for them. So my first check was $778. Technically, I got paid $900 because they had to give me the guarantee pay because I put in, I think it's more than 40 hours in one week, in that week. So if it weren't because of the pay, the guarantee, I think I was down to like 600 and something dollars. So no, 300 and something, 500 and something dollars. So they actually had to provide a good chunk of money to alleviate the whole situation and give me my guarantee pay because again, I did work over 40 hours in that week, and that's one of the rules. So after taxes and all that good stuff, it was $778. So it wasn't a lot of money, but it's okay, I guess. The second week, which if you can see, it's a big difference, $453. I think I was somewhere in between $500. Um, but this was the actual Christmas week, so I literally only worked 3 days, man. I worked Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Thursday, I got home, and then I think, yeah, Friday or something like that was like Christmas or something like that. But I can't remember, but I know that I only worked 3 days, and it wasn't even that great, man. 453 bucks. So you might ask, why didn't you get your guarantee pay, man? And so this is something that I've been wanting to. I was gonna make another video just on this, and I might still do it because I know this video is gonna be lengthy, so I don't know if a lot of people are gonna watch it or not. But um, there's a thing you gotta know in order for you to always make your guarantee pay. And so what I'm referring to is on the fine print, they tell you, yeah, we're going to give you a guarantee pay, but you have to put in at least 40 hours in a work week. And so my first week, man, I know I did over 50 hours because I was constantly on the clock. I didn't know what to do, and I sometimes I would forget to go off duty, you know, and then so while my first week out, my DBL, she told me, she was like, "Are you still on duty? I see you're on duty still." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm still on duty." And I was, like, it's one of those days where I was waiting and waiting and waiting just to see, what my next a task or assignment was, and I was on duty, so I didn't know. And she was like, "No, you got to get off duty so that you don't waste your hours and you can use your hours efficiently throughout the week." And that kind of stuck to me because at the same time, she's right, right? But little did I know, the second week, because I wasn't working that many days, so it was only 3 days. But if I would have done what I did the first week, I know for a fact I would have reached my 40 hours because I think in those 3 days I was at 30 something hours for that week. And I didn't reach the 40 hours, so I didn't get my guarantee pay. But this is the advice that I give you. If you go to Schneider and you always want to get your guarantee pay, there's a little loop or glitch or whatever you want to call it that you can do to, make sure that you get it all the time. So just be aware that if you don't put in no more than 40 hours, whether it's driving, whether it's on duty, I think those are the only two that will count towards your 40 hours. So driving and on duty. And so if you're make sure that you're putting in at least total of 40 hours or more within those two options. Obviously not off duty, that doesn't count, but on duty and driving. And so if you pay attention to your running hours, you will be able to tell um, if you have reached your 40 hours at any point during the week. So that's something I should have known. I didn't pay attention to it. So unfortunately for me, I was crossing my fingers, hoping to get the $900 for that work period, but I didn't, and I thought I was gonna get my guarantee pay, and then I was surprised to find out that I only got paid over 500 bucks, and I was like, damn, that kind of sucked, So, when you're tight in money, man, any dollar counts, dude. So, you know, that was at least, like 300 and something dollars that I missed out on just because I didn't keep my clock running for another 9 or whatever hours or, you know. But if you're joining Schneider, man, just be aware that if you are working less days because of whatever reason or a holiday or whatever, man, keep your time running, even if you're not driving or you're just chilling, waiting for your live unload or waiting for a task to be assigned. Stay on duty and just make sure that you run your clock in the whole entire week, the days you're going to work for more than 40 hours, and that will guarantee your guarantee pay. And for me, that was 900 bucks. I didn't get it, but it's all right. It is what it is. So the very last week, that was the last week, the week of when I quit, and that was the one week that I actually experienced, and I had a good decent amount of miles. I put in, I think it was 2,200 and something miles, but then again, remember, my pay at Schneider was only 40 cents. I took a pay cut. That really sucked, and so it is what it is, man. So all in all, that's all the little things that kind of added up. The bad experience I had the first before I even started, because they gave me a pay cut from 51 cents to 40, and then the bad experience that I had out there driving within the first week and the second week, and then the only good week I had was the last week. But again, it is what it is. So so another thing I forgot to say is during my first week out, which was a $778, they actually forgot to add 250 bucks because my very first task was to retrieve a tractor in Virginia, and just to get there was $250, and then they were going to assign me tasks to come and work my way back to the OC and drop off the tractor, so they forgot to add it. So the reason why my check is $990 um, is because not, it's including my miles, and at the same time it's including the $250. So let's see if I can do the math real quick. Um, so it was let's just say it's 2,250 miles times 40 cents. That is $900. So when it comes to mileage, it's not even that much money, man. So, but I'm pretty sure that's the miles I got. So, um, plus the 250 that they owed me. So it's $1,150. My actual net was $990 for my very last week. And again, that's all right. Some people might be okay with that. I'm not, like I want to make anywhere from 1,500 to $2,000 and more if I can, dude. Like I don't know about you guys, man, but I got goals, I got things to accomplish, man, and I'm not trying to be greedy, but I'm not trying to work at it at a slow pace and take my time, man. I've waited for a company before, and it really, really sucks, man. It's pointless to wait for a company that doesn't have their ducks in line, man. So, you got to take care of your family, man. At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. You have to do what's right for your family. And you know, for me, what was right was quitting Schneider and finding me a small company or owner operator that I can work for and potentially start getting paid more money. So that's exactly what I did, But again, so this is just a review of Schneider for my 3 weeks. Again, I'm just showing you, I'm being very transparent, man. I'm showing you what I got paid. Some people might think that's garbage, but it is what it is, man. Some people might think it's all right. So you get paid while you go to school, and that's good. And then the last 3 weeks were, 1224, 1231, and 107 for the pay period. So with that being said, man, that's what I made at Schneider, man. So tell me, man, you guys tell me, what do you guys think about this? You guys think it was all right? You guys think it's garbage money? Do you think I made the right choice in quitting? Put it in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. I know I've already asked this question before, but now that you see what I got paid, this might change some people's opinions because I had some people in there on the comments, not being rude or anything, but some people were giving me their honest opinion and they thought it was too soon to quit. And I see their point of view, but then I'll explain to them why I did it, and I'm just looking out for myself and my family, dude. And so Schneider's not gonna go broke by having and I'm not the first one or the last one to quit on them. So they're not gonna go broke, man. This is a big corporation, a big corporate company. Um, and anything like this, they'll just write it off as a loss at the end of the year, and then they don't even have to worry about paying that much taxes at the end of the year. So big companies like CR England, CFI, Schneider, Swift, Roll, whatever I can't even pronounce that name, but all those big corporate companies, man, that are not really looking for the well-being of not well-being, but the financial well-being of the employee. All they're looking for is their well-being of their pockets, man, the company pockets. So, you know, you can do as you please. Another student on one of the comments said, I think it was too soon, 3 weeks. He said, I've been in this company for over 4 months and I got presented a good opportunity, but even still, I feel like I got more to learn, and that's why I haven't made the jump. And I understand that's a good point. But what you're learning there at that company, you can also learn it at that other place that they're giving you the opportunity to make more money. There's nothing different, man. That leap of faith that you took when you got your license and you started working for that company, that's the same leap of faith you're going to take, when you get given another opportunity to work for another company. And if you're worried about your experience, you'll get that experience there, but the difference will be that you'll be making more money than whatever that other company's paying you now. So that's my advice. That's another golden nugget, man. Look, all I gotta say is this, man. You gotta grab the bull by its horns, man. Just freaking tackle it, man. Get it. Like it's just an expression, right? So it sounds a little crazy, but it is what it is, man. I'm just saying, like, grab the bull by its horns. Be confident in yourself, man. Don't ever doubt yourself, dude. Like, man, it's just, if you even doubt yourself, man, you're already putting limitations on yourself. And so it comes to a point where you're going to actually believe that you're limited. So don't believe that, man. Like, whatever you want to do, man, it doesn't matter. I think the YouTuber guy the YouTube guy that I'm following, his name is Chess, and this guy, I think he has a plan to eventually fly a plane. He's gonna go from trucking to, he wants to at least, or he desires to fly airplanes. I don't know if he really is gonna do it or not, but if he does, that's crazy, man. And so that just proves the point. Don't limit yourself, man, to what you think you can do. If there's something that you like or you want to do, just do it. And then put the work and effort. Obviously, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy for him to learn how to drive an airplane, but he's going to attempt to do it. And if he sticks to it, he's going to accomplish that goal. So that's all I got to say, man. This is what I got paid at Schneider. This is what it is. Very upfront and straightforward. It's not a lot of money in my eyes, man. Put it in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think in regards to the payment through school and the payment afterwards when I'm out there driving. Um, and so I'm just gonna go over again for any of you that haven't seen my other videos about the things that happened to me on the first week and the second week, real quick, man. Um, First week, and another driver told me that they give you these crappy loads just to kind of wet your feet or get your feet wet and kind of test the waters, just to see how well you can do or whatever. But in my point of view, it's like I don't care about that. I want to go straight for the piece of pie, the good chunk of the money. I want to start driving and putting in miles, man. I need money. That's what I want to do. I want to make some money. So they gave me these loads, man, that they're little runs, man. At most 200 miles, 130 miles, 100 miles, 120. Running from Walmarts to Sam's Clubs, picking up trailerfuls or halffuls of wooden pallets or plastic pallets and delivering it back to these other uh, uh, company that's all they do is they collect them. I don't know what they do with them, but again, I was the first day out, man. I was wasting my an entire day just driving around trying to find an empty, and that for me was just the worst experience, man. I recommend you, if you haven't already, go watch that video. That's where I give Schneider a strike two, officially a strike two, because on my first day out, man, it was just too crazy, man. So I recommend you watch it. If you haven't already, go watch that video, man. I'll talk about the bad things that happened to me just in that day and why I gave Schneider a strike two. So that was my first week, and then I was supposed to go home for the weekend, and they didn't let me. So that's another thing too, like through holidays, they tell you straight out, like, hey, we need your help, so you got to stay. And they gave me the option, you can go home this weekend. It wasn't the weekend of Christmas, but during Christmas weekend, you're gonna have to work. And I was like, but I have a weekly time home account. And then they're like, yeah, but at this point in time, we need you to help. Snyder is requesting it and requiring it. So you either want to go home this weekend or go home the weekend of Christmas. So, you know, talked to my wife, and we ended up deciding that I was just going to work that second week. And it was pointless, and I'm going to tell you why. But so I kept working, right? They gave me a load from Georgia, or I think, somewhere close by to the OC in Georgia. Take it down to Florida to a Walmart distribution center. And that day was good. I finished on Sunday. It was Sunday early in the morning or something like that. I didn't really have a lot to do, or in the middle of the day or something like that. But the point is that I looked at my clock, man, and I'm like, holy crap, like my hours are, I ran out of my 74 or 5 or whatever the limit is per week to drive. And so I was obligated to do a 34-hour reset. And so that for me was kind of like really, like I couldn't do the 34-hour reset at home. Like, couldn't the dispatcher see that I didn't have enough hours? And so they made me grab that load. Yeah, it was a decent load. It was nice amount of miles. It was from Georgia to Florida. But again, I got there, I delivered, and then I had to go into a 34-hour reset. So it went from Sunday into Monday, and the time that I was available was Tuesday at 6 in the morning. And so I was just like, man, I could have been doing this at home with my family, doing my 34-hour reset, and I didn't even have to, you know, worry about the. Anyways, so that's one thing that threw me off, and it was a little upsetting. I was just chilling at a truck stop or a gas station, just chilling, killing time, editing videos or whatever, and then I did my 34-hour reset. So on the tablet, you have the option to tell them when your next available time is. They call it the NAT, the NAT time or whatever, next available time. And I put on there 6 in the morning, Tuesday. And so you do that so that your dispatcher can see your next available time, and they could possibly have a load ready for you, um, or a pre-assignment ready before your time's due, so you can review it, approve it, and you're just ready to go as soon as your 34-hour reset is done. And so I thought I was doing things efficiently. And then Tuesday at 6 in the morning came around. I had no pre-assignment. And the next thing you know, I'm calling in like, hey, I'm ready. I've been waiting. And, 2 hours, I think it was like around 8 something in the morning when I got my assignment. And that was the assignment that I had to go pick up a relay at a yard somewhere that Schneider, stores their trailers. And I had to take that to a dollar general store, and deliver it to that distribution center. And so I was doing everything efficiently. I was waiting for them. They finally gave me the actual assignment. I activated. I go to the gas station. I pull up to the gas pump. I was there for 20 minutes. Go to, I do my thing. I go to the yard, pick up the relay. As soon as I'm done, I'm driving towards that Dollar General. I get there. It was like a 2-hour drive, and then they tell me that my appointment was late. I was late for my appointment, and so I'm like, no freaking way. And so um, I was like, even if I didn't waste that 20 minutes at the gas pump, I wouldn't have never even been close to reaching my appointment time. So they pretty much set me up for failure. And that load, I couldn't deliver it till the very next day, and I couldn't finish till I didn't leave that place till 3 p.m. the next day. So think about it, man. I wasted a full entire day and a half to deliver one stinky little relay load, that I could have done that same day, or they could have assigned it to me at 6 in the morning, but they didn't. So I was upset. I was hollering at my DBL. She was, feeling bad. She was apologizing, and she knew I wasn't happy, man. So that's when it all started. Like I was just like, you know what? She had a feeling I was gonna quit. So anyway, so that was my second week. And then after I got out of there at 3 p.m., I went to Savannah, picked up I picked up a load there, and then I took it to the OC to Georgia the next day after that, and that was my 3 days of working. But every time I was out there, I was being very cautious and careful not to be wasting my on-duty time and my driving time when I'm not doing none of that. So I kept going off duty real quick to save my hours, but I should have just let the clock run longer so that I can put in 40 hours or more a week and at least get my guarantee pay that was supposed to be $900. But that's why I didn't, and I only got paid a little bit over 500. And as you were able to tell, my actual net was $453, man. So that was upsetting, dude. And it was a waste of time, man. But it is what it is. The only time I was actually happy was the last week. Everything went pretty smoothly. I have no complaints, man. So, there it is, man. There it is. So, again, I just wanted to show you guys what it is to go to school through Schneider, get paid what you get paid, go over my overall experience at school. I have no complaints, to be honest. Yeah, we got delayed 1 week, but at the end of the day, it's all right, man. It's not a big deal. And then the last 3 weeks of work, pay was normal, I guess, with the exception of the second week. But, it is what it is, man. So it's in the past now. I'm no longer with Schneider. As you already know, maybe I quit, and now I'm working for an owner operator. And so, you know, I'll be making more videos in the near future. As of right now, I'm just kind of holding back a little bit. I'm trying to get a good feel for the whole entire thing, man. But so there you go, man. That is my experience with Schneider. So tell me what you guys think, man, and be very honest with me. Tell me if you guys think I made the right choice, or if I just if I was dramatic, if I exaggerated, and if it was too soon for me to quit Schneider. So put it in the comments below, man. Let me know what you guys think, and tell me your honest opinion, man. Trust me, my feelings are not gonna get hurt. So put it in the comments below. If you haven't already, man, consider subscribing. Hit that notification icon, man. And yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in with me in this video. Thank you again, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Have a good one.
What the hell is going on down there?